Welcome to today's episode of the Group Parlay Podcast. Andy Simo, Nick Straub, Kevin Soyan. I'm cursed. Nothing else to say. No matter what I take, it loses. Doesn't matter about the numbers, whatever, it doesn't matter. But before we get into today's podcast and make our picks, we're going to recap basically how this started for all our new followers, some of the rules overall, and then we'll give overall records as well. So we all started as friends in Chicago. And we had a group text going, and eventually we went, we should just start taking a parlay. And then we hit a bunch, and then we're like, why not make it a podcast? And that's how we started. 3 friends, cash and parlays. We each make one pick, and those are the picks for the parlay. So that's it. Strom, what are the rules that we have?
Yeah, very, very simple rules on the podcast. All lines have to be minus 150 or longer, which I like to bend the rules a little bit. And then no hometown teams. As Simo said, we are Chicago boys. So no Cubs, no Bulls, no Bears, no Blackhawks, unless otherwise approved. But again, we don't really bend those rules. We don't like to bet with the heart. As alluded to last night, the Bears we went 0 for 3 on a Bears game. That's why we don't bet on the Bears. That's why we don't bet on the Bulls. So don't bet with the heart. So
Kev, what are our totals?
All right, so we started the pod in June. So June 1st was when we started recording, and we keep month by month standing. That's kind of how we look at it. But on the overall, we have a total sheet as well. So for totals, the pod is 39 and 127, and with the parlays we're taking that average plus 450 and sometimes higher even. We are up 17 units since June. There's been some good months, there's been some bad months, but we take on DraftKings, and there's typically boost, and with boost we're up well over that. So just ride with us. You got to take it every day. You can't skip days, or else you'll miss when we hit, and then you'll be screwed. So you just got to be a rider. I'll look at our best month, September, and we had actually a mix of sports because obviously baseball was one of our best, but then football started. So we went up 18 units in September, which was up 27 units with the boost. So sure, we'll have months where we're just average and we'll stick around even, but in betting, even is usually a victory. And individually, on the totals, I'm at 55%, Andy's at 59%, and Nick's at 57%. And again, the pot at 23%. So that's really just the number to have to be good, is around 20% or more. Will keep us positive. So,
as I like to say, you got to trust the process. And it really sucks when you lose 25 times a month, but you only need to hit 6 times a month to break even, and anything above is gravy. So trust the process.
Absolutely. All right. Now that you got a little recap, let's get into some picks. Or no, we got to recap yesterday. I don't even know if we want to recap yesterday, but
I don't want to, but Kevin.
We'll speed recap. Andy's an Ice King right now. I think this is the worst streak on the pod, and his morale is low. So we got to keep the energy up. Let's go, Andy. Come on. Do whatever you got to do. So we had the original pick, not the same game parlay. I had Pacers Bucks over 38.5. That hit nicely. Nick had Brewers money line, which was good. Then the Avs 60-minute money line. Unfortunately, they lost to the Kraken. Was it? Yes, Kraken 3-2. So unfortunate there. We lost that one. And then the same game parlay was brutal. This is again why we don't take the Bears. I told my friend take the over, take the Bears. Bears over did not hit. Bryce Young over 213 did not hit. He was terrible. And Darnell Mooney over 20.5 did not hit. So rough one there. This is where usually we see a hit. So this is a good time to start riding, even though you might want to fade us. We've lost 7 in a row on the podcast. And when we lose 7 in a row, that's usually when we get a hit. So
you're due.
The worst part of it, the last 2 nights, is we were 2-0 to start the night, and then we had a late night hockey game to fuck us.
Yep.
The 9 o'clock hockey starts are brutal for us.
I'm close to saying we should ban the 60-minute money line, but I'll let it slide a little longer.
Yeah. So we're down 2 units this month. Still up 0.75 units with the boost. I'm 8-4. I'm still pretty hot. Andy 5-7 because Andy did start out great. Went from 5-0 to 1-5 in a row and lost 7. It's just streaky. And then Nick's been pretty consistent, 6-6.
Oh yeah, I am 6-6. Damn.
All right. Let's take our picks today. I'm gonna go first because I need a change more than anyone. I'm going over in the Washington Charlotte game. I believe it is at oh shoot. All right, so I'm going over 237.5 in the Charlotte Washington game. This is hit just about every single game for both teams. The over Washington is 6-1. Charlotte is 5-2. These teams do not play defense. They just played 2 days ago, and the over hit by like 10 points. So I'm keeping it simple. I'm not a basketball guy myself, but this seems like a lock. That's what I'm going with. But I'm cursed.
That was my number 2
cursed.
pick.
I'm
And it's
absolutely cursed right now. So
as Kevin said yesterday, like I see it as a 120 game. It's gonna be in that range. So
I basically predicted overs have been hitting a lot in the NBA, and I basically predicted, like you said, those last overs, like, oh, they're gonna score 130, they're gonna score like 110, and they both went just over that yesterday. Same thing. It's been overs NBA so far, which is good. It'll adjust too, so now's the time to take them.
doesn't matter. I mean,
especially the Wizards.
Morale's low for Andy. We need him to hit here.
It's tough. All right, Strum, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going 76ers minus 7.5 against the Pistons. The Sixers are an absolute wagon right now. They're 6-1 and they are 7-0 against the spread. Outside of their game against Boston, who's one of the top teams in the East, they've been blowing out everyone. And they're playing the Pistons, who have the worst record in the East right now. They're 4-5 against the spread. I think 7.5 is pretty low. I don't know if it's a trap, but I don't think this is going to be a close game at all. So Sixers minus 7.5.
I like it. That's my favorite pick on the board. Just they're amazing. Getting rid of Harden was the best thing they could do. All right, I'm going Celtics minus 9.5. I would not be doing this if the Nets were healthy. Cam Thomas has been their guy. He's been insane, and he's out tonight. He's actually out for a couple weeks, which is unfortunate for them. Nick Claxton has also been out. Simmons is a game time decision. Don't really care if he plays. Celtics are fully healthy. Celtics have been not great against the spread, to be honest, but the Nets have been amazing against the spread. This is a system play. We're bringing back the system play. Nets are 7-0-1 against the spread, and that can't last forever. So I think today's the day that breaks. Celtics are going to cover the number. They're going to blow them out by 20.
Love good system play.
I haven't had a system play in a while.
All right. So to recap, we got 76ers minus 7.5, minus 140, over 237.5 in the Hornets Wizards game, minus 150. Celtics minus 9.5, minus 150, comes out to plus 376. All this NBA action, first day of the in-season tournament, no boost. Unbelievable. Ridiculous. So I don't know if DraftKings just fucking with us, but that's crazy that there's no boost today. So plus 376 is the number.
This is one for the morale. We're gonna boost the morale today.
Look,
hey, I'll lose my pick.
I'm gonna be so happy.
I'm going to lose my pick for Andy.
I need something. I need something good in my life. All right, let's
Right.
give it a go. Let's try and win today. Go
Football,
NBA.
we're good at college football tomorrow. We got a good weekend. Let's go.
Go Rutgers.